On April 9, 2018, the body of 98-year-old Margaret Douglas was found stuffed into a closet in her Wadsworth, Ohio home. She had been beaten, strangled to death, and the state of her clothes suggested she had also been sexually assaulted. Initially, police suspected a burglary because Margaret's wallet was missing. While investigating whether the murder could be connected to a series of break-ins in the area, detectives discover a phone had been left behind at the scene of a break-in at a nearby construction trailer. Police tracked the phone down to local teen Braden Gaspaka. When they realized Braden had had previous run-ins with police, they bring him down to the station for questioning.
Hey, you want to come in here and talk to me for a second?
Absolutely.
I'm the property officer.
Okay.
I understand you're missing a phone?
I am.
We found the phone.
I'm glad to hear that.
Awesome. Just to verify,
I'll put you up.
Okay. Is there a PIN number or anything that would...
There's a lock screen, and it's actually a pattern, and I could unlock the pattern right now if we had to.
Can you draw it for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because it's secured in a locker. So.
Like, it would be a 3 dots like that, and then come down and do a W, and then you cross over and come straight back down.
Oh my goodness. So a W, crossover, and straight down.
Yep.
How you come up with that code?
Just nothing around, trying to be different, I guess.
Okay. What kind of phone was it?
Galaxy S5.
Okay. Anything on the wallpaper?
Muhammad Ali.
Okay. Like him?
Yeah.
Boxing or?
Yeah, I used to box a little bit, not really much now, but I just really like watching it.
Okay.
Okay, I think I could figure that out.
Yeah.
What happened to your legs, man?
What about him? Oh, just run through like twigs and whatnot. I don't know.
Alright. Well, your phone.
Yes.
Where do you think you left it?
That I have no idea.
What were you doing last night?
Just out walking around. I forget the officer's name, but somebody stopped me and I talked to him for a little bit. I guess he was out looking for somebody.
Who were you walking around with?
Nobody. I'm just real bad at sleeping, so I go out and burn energy.
You're sleeping pretty good in your car.
Yeah, apparently.
You're lucky you didn't suffocate.
I know. He gave me such a scare when he came over.
Yeah. Well, I guess somebody called and reported you
Yeah.
passed out.
No, yeah.
You use drugs or anything?
No.
Alright, so you weren't under the influence?
No. Yeah.
Okay, alright. How about, where did you walk last night?
Like the route that I took?
Yeah.
Well, I live on Euclid, and I walked up to 94, and I walked all the way down to the square, like the library marathon,
Okay.
and I walked up College, came down Summit, and then either Portage or Elm, and then I got stopped by an officer, and then I walked home from there.
Okay. So Portage and Elm?
It was one of those. I wasn't sure which.
Okay.
I don't really go up there.
Okay. You weren't visiting anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you smoke?
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one habit I've been trying to quit recently.
Are you missing a lighter?
Mm-mm.
No? Would you be surprised if I told you that there was a lighter with your phone?
Honestly, yes.
Okay. Were you smoking last night?
Mm-mm. I have one of those vape boxes or whatever, and I've been trying to quit that way, so I haven't had a lighter in weeks at this point.
Do you realize that there are tons of cameras in our parks and at all of our schools?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, you have to understand that you're likely on a camera somewhere, and that's why I'm talking to you?
No, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what were you doing over there?
Just walking around.
And
I know, and
That's not the
nobody
truth of the
believes,
matter.
nobody believes me, but that wasn't the first time I've done that. It's no surprise to my family.
But you're on video. Okay? And you're not where you told me that you were walking to. And you're not just walking. How old are you?
18.
18. Okay. About to be 19?
August.
You ever been in trouble before?
Once.
Okay, for what?
Broke into my CIS, Wadler CIS, with an old friend of mine, and we got in some serious trouble with that.
And that was as a juvenile?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 16, I believe.
Okay. Your best bet is to look like a young man that made a mistake and be honest about what you did and what you were doing. Or you're going to look like a kid that's out causing ruckus and this is something you do on a regular basis and you just happen to get caught this time. So I'm very straightforward. I have kids your age, okay? I have some a little bit older, I have some a little younger, and some your age. So I don't want to see you mess your whole life up. So I would just ask that you be honest with me because it's all on video. I can either tell the judge that you were cooperative and you talked to me about what happened and you were remorseful about what happened, or I could say, he says he didn't do it, but here's the video. I mean, those are my options. So I'm not one to blow smoke or make anything look pretty. That's just what it is, Brayden. So
Okay.
if you just want to be honest with me, that would be great. And if not, I can just say that you said you were nowhere near, and here's the video. I mean,
Okay. I appreciate, I guess, the straight upness. I do, honestly. I was out with a friend. We were just messing around, and I'm not exactly sure what church that is, but we decided to get up on top of the roof, and then we dropped down to see if one of the doors were open, and then it started a silent alarm, not really silent, we heard it. An alarm went off, and then we ran. And then we had an officer, it's hard to think of where I was at. We saw an officer walking from the church, and then we ran from him. I don't think he saw us, or maybe he did, but we ran and walked up one of those streets towards Summit, and then he went home, and I walked home from there.
okay. Who's your friend?
Yeah, Ben.
Brayden.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I thought it was on the video. I just haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine.
Okay. How about the damage to the trailer? What were you guys using to try and open that up?
I wasn't using anything.
Okay.
Yavin had some kind of pocket knife.
Okay. Is it his pocket knife?
As far as I'm concerned.
I mean, did he get it out of his pocket or was it there?
Yeah, it was in his bag.
Okay. All right. What else did you guys do while you were out? Look, we've had a bunch of stuff going on in that area. So if there's other stuff, I would rather hear it from you guys now because we have DNA and fingerprints that are,
Right.
and that'll take a couple of months. But if you deal with everything all at once, it can be done all at once. But if we get this and then 4 months later we get fingerprints back on
Right,
the
it's
car,
just going to drag this. No,
Yeah.
I understand that. Absolutely.
if you've done something else in the area, because like I said, right there, and y'all are already on our radar
Right.
because we know that you two hang out and you've been in trouble. I think you've been in trouble at his house before, if I remember right. Am I thinking right? Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. So, you guys getting in cars?
Cars? Like breaking into cars? Not me.
Well, unlock cars.
No.
Or you're not Not going in any cars?
No.
How about Gavin?
I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, I do not know. It was not me, and I'm very confident in that answer.
Okay. So it's not going to be your DNA or fingerprints
No,
that come back?
absolutely not.
How about any houses?
No. No, that's a little too far for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a dumb decision, but I'm not a dumb person. I still knew, I guess, the trouble that we could get in. So there's certain things I guess I wouldn't do.
Were you guys hoping to get into the building?
What building?
There's when you set the alarm off.
Oh, the church?
Yeah.
That wasn't the initial idea. It was more like, we want to just go mess around, get up there. And once we did, it kind of downfalled from there.
At what point in time did you start trying to pry that trailer door open?
Sometime after that, we got not really chased out of there, but we ran out of there.
Because you saw the police coming, so you ran from them?
No, we didn't. I heard the alarm, and we started running. And then when we were over there, we saw the officer, and then we ran. But I don't think he saw us.
Okay.
I don't think so. But
So did you guys break in the trailer, or try to break in the trailer before or after the alarm went off?
this would be after.
After. Why were you going to get in the trailer? What would that do?
We weren't. I guess it wasn't. I don't know. It was really just
You guys
heat
killed
of the
them?
moment. No,
Were you going to hide in there?
no, we were just being dumb kids.
Unfortunately, you guys aren't kids anymore. Gavin,
Yeah,
how old?
Gavin is. He's 17. And I'm 18.
And you know that opens a big old.
Mhm.
Okay. What else you been doing over that way?
Nothing.
So what happened to the trailer? What was done to it?
From what I saw him doing, it like, you know how one door closes and then the other, so it's like overlapped. He was putting a knife in between them and lifting one of the doors up. So it was like that, I guess.
Did he take his knife with him when he ran?
No idea.
Do you use any apps on your phone?
Yeah, I mean a couple. I'm not much of a phone user, I guess, though.
What kind of apps do you use?
It's like just YouTube, Facebook, Chrome, real simple stuff like that.
Grindr?
No.
Do you know what that is?
Mhm.
Does Gavin use that app?
I don't think so. Yeah, maybe.
Didn't meet up with anybody that you guys met online?
No.
Gavin ever have a car?
Yeah.
What kind of car?
I'm pretty bad with that. I think, what was it, a Taurus? No.
Is it his car?
It was his grandpa's that he was borrowing, and then his dad wrecked the door, like literally the actual door, and then he got a new one. I think that's his dad's old car. It's some kind of black. I really don't know. I'm sorry.
Is it just like a regular looking car?
Yeah, almost like a cop undercover,
Okay.
all blacked out.
No problems with him? Never beat him up overnight?
Like with Gavin, or
Yeah, yeah.
we have before. It's not something that we normally do, but we have before.
What about the administration building, the new overlook? Or the old overlook, I should say. The old overlook.
What
You
about
ever
it?
meet him over there?
Maybe. It seems unlikely because it's my house, his house, and then the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could have. I don't think that we would have went past his house to meet up because we normally meet up in the middle, like around Durling.
And he wouldn't have ever said, hey, come meet me over here? How do you guys talk? Talk on the phone? You text?
Yeah, we'll text.
Just regular text messages, or you use some app, or?
Well, I guess I have a few things I use. I have Facebook Messenger. I use that probably primarily, and then like Snapchat, and then regular texting.
And you don't use the Grindr app?
No.
And you don't know if Gavin does?
No idea. I mean, I don't go on his phone.
We have some video that we sent off to NASA. They're enhancing it so that we can ID the people in the video. And it was from Overlook, the administration building, the old Overlook. Okay?
Okay.
And it's another circumstance.
It's not last night.
Not last night, last week.
Last week? Then absolutely not. I'm almost positive. Like, I'm truly trying to be straight up with you. I like the conversation we're having. I honestly do not remember going up there.
Okay. Did he hang out with anybody else?
Yeah, but I wouldn't really know who. Gavin, I wouldn't really call him an only friend, but it's like a best friend. So it's more like if we're hanging out, then it's just us, or if we're not, we're at home by ourselves.
So you guys don't really hang out with anybody else?
I don't. Again, he might, but...
Well, he's your best friend. You would know.
I mean, right. So when we're hanging out, it's just us, but when I'm not with him, he might be. I don't know.
Well, I hope it's not you on the video from NASA, because that's costing our department money.
Yeah,
And
I can only imagine.
they're not going to mess around with that. But, you know, when a car is stolen, then
A car was...
we put some effort into it.
I promise that was not me.
Okay. So would it have been you meeting up with him saying,
No.
hey, let's go for a spin?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Like I said, we all know what NASA can do.
Right.
We're not capable of it here. But
Yeah.
I went to the academy with somebody that works at NASA, so I've got a tie in there, and they do stuff for me from time to time. So it just, you know.
Well, then, when that video comes, I hope that you're glad that I'm not on there.
Okay. All right. I hope it's not you, because, you know.
It won't be. I've never done something.
So you guys didn't
like
enter any
that.
cars? Over the past week, you guys haven't been out breaking into cars?
No.
Okay. Because it's all in his neighborhood over there.
Which is fine, but no.
All right. Who does he live with?
He has 2 other brothers, mom, dad, and grandma. But I don't really go up to their house a whole lot.
Okay. Are you guys allowed to hang out together?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't hang out there?
Not up at his house. I don't think his dad really likes me, so I'll go up there.
Now, when you guys ran, you ended up catching up with an officer caught up with you guys at some point in time. Well, you anyway.
Me, later, when I was walking home, yeah.
Okay. And Gavin was able to make it home before anybody caught up with him.
Yeah.
Does he have any idea that you lost your phone?
Yeah, I ended up texting him on Messenger,
Okay.
seeing if he just, like, remember where it was at or whatever.
Well, you left it there. So, this is not something you're good at, so I would probably change your
Yeah.
ways. Yeah. You might as well left your driver's license there.
I know.
So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give you your phone back today.
Okay.
Okay. We will work on trying to talk to the prosecutor's office about it. Because of what transpired at the school, we'll have to get an okay to release it. And my guess is they're probably going to want us to take a look at the phone and probably do a search warrant to look at the contents.
Okay.
I mean, you are welcome to sign a release, and our IT guys could do that more quickly. That would be fine. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. I'm not saying you have to, but we would probably go the legal means and get the search warrant. I'm just telling you that it's quicker if you sign the consent form, and I'd be happy to give you one. So that's up to you.
Definitely no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to further incriminate myself.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. Could we get down to the nitty-gritty, I guess, on what I'm actually going to be in trouble for?
It'll probably in at least be a vandalism charge.
Okay.
Depending on what the extent of the damage is. I don't know what degree, if it'll be misdemeanor or felony.
Okay.
Okay. And then it would depend on what, you know, it shows in your phone, if you've had any other involvement or anything else. Phones are crazy, you know, you can glean a lot of stuff from them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, and like I said, I hope you just come clean with me about everything so we can get it all done at once. Okay? Don't want to end up with you in more trouble and looking like a big fat liar.
No, me
Neither
neither.
help. So, I don't know if you want time to think about it or anything like that. I can give you my card, and if you change your mind and want to tell me about something else.
Yeah, so if there's something else we should know.
I mean, I'll take your card, absolutely, but I've been really straight out. Just kind of sucks.
Well, you had to know that it wasn't right.
Right.
I mean, you knew
Yeah.
you shouldn't be there. Did you spray paint the school?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Okay.
Sacred Heart has had a lot of problems.
Let me ask, who else should we look at for this school thing? Is there somebody else we should look at?
For, like, the spray painting?
No, for what she's talking about.
The car break-ins or anything like that?
No idea. I do not hang out with really anybody other than Gavin.
And it was just you and Gavin there at the trailer, wasn't anybody
Yeah.
else? Okay. I don't know what,
You just watch when this happened?
I was standing next to him, talking to him.
telling them.
Not really telling him anything. We were just talking like normal.
You weren't saying.
I was nervous, expecting, I guess, a cop to come up, but
So you knew what you guys were doing was wrong.
yeah.
Do you work anywhere?
I used to work at Pizza Hut
What
out in Rittman. I started having to go on drive-alongs with my manager, and then I would have to get back to the store and double up on the work that we missed, and he just started screwing me, so I ended up quitting, and then I was supposed to start with my mom this Monday, go talk to her boss, but I haven't heard from her in a couple days.
Well, here's my card, okay?
Thank you.
I am the property room officer, so I take care of all the property and stuff. But we'll have to wait for word from the prosecutor on everything, okay?
For what?
To give you your phone back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I don't know when that will be. I don't have control over their process of the prosecutor's office.
Okay.
Okay. Would you want to, maybe write an apology letter to the school or anything like that? You seem like a nice kid.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I still make dumb decisions.
I appreciate you being respectful and being honest. Just trying to give you a way to.
Yeah.
It's fine if you don't want to. Like I said, you're not. I'm sure Officer Rose told you you're not under arrest. We're just talking to you.
Right.
Not being detained here in any way, shape, or form. So. That's definitely something you can think about too. I'm trying to think back, of the kids that I've dealt with that I felt sorry that they made stupid decisions and they just happened to be an adult, you know, age-wise an adult.
Yeah.
Something, I want to let you know, I'm not an officer that will go up to Gavin and say, this is what you told me.
It's fine, but
I'm not going
I
to do
said
that.
it.
I know, but that's not how I work, okay? So, if somebody else, you know, somebody tells me something, I don't go and kind of.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're on video
Yeah,
anyway.
you're on video, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. If you have any info on the school thing she's talking about, we're not going to run around and tell that person where we got that from.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, and
That goes
I'm
a far
glad,
way. And if you hear anything, let her know.
yeah, absolutely.
She's not going to go say,
Your phone's not going
this
to
is
show
where I
us
heard it
on
from.
Overlook, right?
Say that again?
Your phone's not going to show us that you were on Overlook
Mm-hmm.
last week.
No.
No.
No, yeah, I have no idea about that school.
Well, you know, technology isn't like NCIS. We don't get it the next day, so.
Yeah, that's another question. I guess how long until all this comes out into the open?
It just depends on how long it takes for the court paperwork for us to get into the phone, and then the analysis. Our tech guy will have to do the analysis, and then we'll do all the documenting. And the fact that you were honest with us and, you know, remorseful and things like that, we'll have that all typed up in no time at all. Just the technical stuff will take a little bit longer. But since we can do phones in-house way faster than the labs, we would have to send them off to the lab.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, you know, you can go get a $20 phone from Walmart to get you through.
Yeah, I'll probably just, I don't know, go without.
Go without. All right. Where are you living at now?
Euclid with my dad.
What's your address there? What's your phone number? And that's your phone that we have?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a secondary phone that I could get you at if I needed to?
Yeah.
And who's that?
That would be my mom.
What's your mom's name?
Cindy.
And does she live on Euclid?
No, she lives out in Redmond.
Is that the First Street address?
Mm-hmm.
Are you less afraid of Cindy than you are of your dad?
No, it's more or less, I communicate with my mom better.
Okay. All right. So if we get a hold of your mom, she'd get a hold of you somehow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You see her regularly?
I wouldn't go as regularly if I talked to her.
So was that Gavin's green lighter then, or yours?
Green lighter, that would be Gavin's.
I mean, it's bright green.
Yeah.
Does he smoke cigarettes or something else?
Cigarettes.
And you guys aren't using drugs at all?
No.
Just trying to think of, there's just so much stuff that's happened in that area in the last 2 weeks.
And, again, I'm very happy about the conversation we're having. I've had worse.
I'm not going to yell and scream at you.
Yeah, and
Doesn't do me any good.
yeah, and I just sit here and listen to it.
Yeah.
But no, I've said I believe everything there is to say.
And Gavin hasn't bragged about doing anything stupid.
What do you mean bragged?
You know how buddies are.
Okay,
Yeah.
but no.
Hey, I hit a lick. I had to come up
Yeah,
last
I
night.
mean, I
Nothing
guess
like
I
that.
understand that, but no.
Is that something you think he might do?
No.
Does he have a job?
Yeah, he works at Marie's.
Hasn't used any drugs?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
A lot of people that work at Marie's, that's the crowd that's there.
Yeah, I've also heard that too. But no, he works up there with his friend Haley.
Anything on your phone that you're worried about us finding?
Mm-mm. No, I mean, I guess I was trying to think what was even on my phone at all, but no, I think you're going to see my 3 text messages to all my great friends, and that'd be about it.
Okay.
I
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get text messages, huh?
Yeah, I really don't think there's anything bad on there.
You're not exchanging naked pictures with a girl or anything like that,
No.
right?
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, because you're 18, and a lot of the girls, or
Yeah, okay, very true.
a lot of the, people you
Yeah.
would be interested in might be underage, so you need to keep that in mind as well.
Yeah.
Big felony that makes you register as a sex offender, just putting that out there for you.
God, yeah. No, nothing like that.
And you don't use grinder app.
No.
Okay.
No, that was very surprising that you brought that up.
Okay.
It just seemed way out there.
Well, if it's on your phone, and
No,
even if it's been deleted, we'll be able to see it.
Right. And I don't even think I've downloaded it before.
I can't think of anything else I could ask you. I mean, just like the people in that area to feel safe again, and I know they don't right now.
Yeah.
These past couple of weeks, they've been hit hard with tomfoolery and things that just don't make them feel safe. You know anything about that lady that went missing? The old lady that went missing?
No, I heard about that though. Just a couple houses away from Gavin.
Yeah. Never heard of her before?
No.
Gavin doesn't know her?
Mm-mm. No. Again, not that I know of.
Doesn't mow her lawn or
No,
anything like that?
he doesn't do anything like that.
Not this kind of thing.
Yeah.
What'd you hear about it?
I was actually on his Snapchat. I just saw it, and there was like 100 police cars out in front of his house, and they were all investigating it.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know anything about that?
No.
Because that's a serious investigation.
That's a very serious thing.
Yeah.
And absolutely not. No, I make dumb decisions, but there's lines that I just don't cross.
And you wouldn't go into somebody's house?
No.
How about their cars?
Mm-mm.
Just schools?
Yeah.
Schools are your thing?
I guess I'm really into school. I don't know. I make a lot of dumb impulse decisions, but I think about the consequences constantly. So things that are that big, no.
So you were worried about getting caught when you guys were breaking into that trailer?
Yeah.
And you just couldn't say, this is stupid, let's go?
I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't.
Maybe next time you can,
Hopefully there's not next time.
you're going to be put in a circumstance where you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a choice. Do good or do bad. It's going to happen over and over and over for the rest of your life. Maybe the next time you can hear my irritating voice, okay, and make the correct decision. So we're not sitting here like this again, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had to provide your DNA for anything before?
Yeah, when we got in trouble. So my DNA, I guess, is in the system.
Okay. Your DNA is not going to hit on any of those cars?
No.
The stolen car was recovered? The car break-in?
That's good, but no.
It's not going to be at that elderly lady's house?
No, I promise. Like, not even me being in trouble, but person to person.
You realize just walking in this room, your DNA is falling off.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you. Most people don't understand that.
No, yeah.
Just by doing this,
yeah.
I've left tons of DNA.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that, and you ain't gonna find any of mine.
And it's already on the file.
Yes.
Did you do time in DH?
No. No, I don't even think it was threatened. It probably was. I don't remember. It was kind of a while ago. I blocked that kind of stuff out.
Were you on probation for a while, or what happened?
I was on indefinite probation for, I believe, 8 months.
Okay.
And then house arrest before that for like 2 months.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hang on 1 second?
Yeah, sorry.
You're a senior?
Yep.
What are you going to do after school? Not today, I mean, your future.
I don't know. I thought about going in the military quite a bit, but I don't really think that's my line anymore. But I've been thinking about going to school for an EMT and being a firefighter.
Okay.
Because they work 24 hours and then they're off for 48.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'd really like that schedule. But
I would too.
yeah.
We're 7 on. We got ridiculous schedule. I was a medic in the Army, pharmacy medic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
did
that's
active
what I wanted to do for a while.
Got to fly in helicopters and all kinds of cool stuff. Lived in California for 2 years and
Really?
weekends with Santa Cruz. Playing volleyball. Hiking, biking. Running. Evac hospitals, smashing it, filling up, did all kinds of cool stuff.
It's just schooling is
Yeah.
so expensive. It plays a key role.
Yeah, school's not everything.
Yeah.
I went to school for biology, so what though? It's boring. Absolutely boring. There's no way I want to sit in the lab all day, or I was like looking at farmers. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Make a little bit more money, but there's no car chases, no foot pursuits, no excitement.
Very true.
You know what I mean? See the same people every single day.
How long have you been in college?
18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, how longer than you've been alive?
Yeah.
When were you born?
99, August 20th.
Born 2 days before I started here.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Now that's funny stuff. That is hysterical.
Yes.
Do you know how to spell Gavin's last name?
Ramsay. I wasn't sure if it was with an E or not.
It's Gavin.
Owen.
Owen? Okay. And he lives on Summit?
See, I know people. I've been around.
Do you know his phone number?
No, not off the top of my head.
And you guys usually talk on Messenger?
I mean, we have, like I said, Messenger, Snapchat, and texting, and we just kind of, whatever's convenient. It's probably more accurate to say we use Snapchat more than anything.
How kids do.
Yeah, down with kicking on Snapchat.
Yeah, it was kicked for a while, we were seeing. We were
Yeah.
seeing some weird stuff. Like Meow Chat.
Ouch.
Yeah. Or there's Hangout.
The Hangouts,
That's Google.
yeah, that's Google, and I don't think those are ever popular.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's older folks.
I never use that. I tried to delete it from my phone because it takes it
Yeah,
away, but you
yeah.
can't delete it.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. All right. Do you think Gavin's going to talk to us about this circumstance?
with me talking to him prior, he would, but sometime I could be able to talk to him. I don't know. He might just go the deny route and see if I folded or not.
Did you guys talk about this? What if we get caught?
No.
Or you guys are thinking you were in the clear?
He was thinking that, well, okay, I guess we did talk about it. Not a full conversation, though. When I got home, I messaged him about the cops that stopped me, and then I lost my phone, and that we might have a problem in the morning. And then he texted back in the morning, nobody came to my house. I think we're fine.
How did you message him? What device did you use?
I bought a computer,
Okay.
so I just went on Facebook from there.
Gotcha.
When did you just buy it today, or you had a computer?
I had a computer. I'm one of those super freaks about technology.
Super freak.
Well, I am too.
He is big time. I don't know.
Drones and cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how many things do you have on you right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You don't? Don't
No.
lie.
Honestly,
Do you have a cell phone on you?
no.
Do you have a camera?
No. Usually I do.
Really? What's in that satchel?
Car lights. Car.
Nothing inside it.
Oops. Nothing.
Man, you feeling Amish today, huh?
No.
Like, it's a little serious.
Come back to your roots.
Yeah, go ahead. Trust me, I do virtual reality and everything else.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That one's fun.
You into any of that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the money for that stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, do it all, man.
You have a girlfriend?
No,
No?
not really fresh with the ladies.
Alright. Does Gavin have a girlfriend?
I think he just broke up with his.
Who was that? Anybody I know?
I doubt it. Mackenzie something. I don't know.
Mackenzie something.
Yeah.
So you guys were real close.
Yeah, right.
A lot of double dating. You think he'd hook you up or something, you know?
Yeah. Slipping.
His girlfriend didn't have any friends?
No, she was one of those preppy girls. Like, I think she was a cheerleader.
Oh.
Maybe not. I don't know, but definitely not my type of people.
Okay. Alright. I can't think of anybody else that lives over that way that would be doing stuff like this. With cars and stuff. You guys have to be hanging out over there. Can't imagine somebody's coming from Weatherstone to break into cars.
Right.
Yeah, I think they may have said that there was more than 2 people last night over at Garden Park.
And I was asked about that too. I have no idea who that third person is and how they came to be.
So they asked you last night who else you're with besides. But you didn't. You told them you were with nobody, right?
Yeah. Last night I was going on a walk.
You guys didn't use any cars at all yesterday, vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you guys have ever done before?
What? Like go out or do? I guess what we did.
Open cars and see if there's change or anything.
No, I didn't do that.
No, but I mean, is that something you've done?
Oh,
in the past?
no. Again, like I said before, there's very certain things that I will not do.
Is it you don't go on other people's property when it comes to like a person, like
It's
because it's a school and a church? You guys were a little bit more at ease with that, or?
yeah, I guess like subconsciously maybe. Like, it's a church, no one lives there. We can kind of go just kick stuff around and not really cause too much harm. But those are really, I guess, the things I think about, like, before I do it. It's just like, we're standing, we're talking, laughing. It's like, someone says one dumb idea, and then the other dumb person jumps on the idea, and then we go do it together.
Just a big old dumb idea train.
Yeah, pretty good at that.
Okay. And there wasn't any girls out with you guys last night?
No.
No other guys?
No. It was me and Gavin.
And you guys are just buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a brother, right?
Mm-hmm. 2.
Well,
3 brothers, if I said 2 earlier. I'm
what's
sorry.
the one that's just below him in age? I forget his name.
Which one would that be? There's Jacob and Morgan.
Okay,
Those
yeah.
are the 2 younger ones.
Oh, you got an older brother too?
Yeah, Zach.
Does Zach still stay at home?
I don't really talk to Zach. I think he does a lot of bodybuilding, so he like does competitions for that.
He's graduated, right?
No, this is his senior year.
Senior year.
I think he's actually gonna be deployed in a couple of months.
Okay.
I think so.
How about his other brother? The one you just said his name.
Jacob?
Jacob.
I don't know about them. I don't even know what grade they're in. I think like 4th.
Okay. Doesn't one brother have like some behavior issues?
Yeah, Morgan has autism.
How old is he?
14? I don't know. I don't really hang out with them.
Okay.
Is that the pickle jar?
One of them threw a pickle jar years ago, and I just all whatever witnesses or something and knew it was them, and it was. So the pickles are missing from their fridge. The jar that was still in the house, something like that.
Oh my goodness.
And then Gavin's done some little things here and there.
Yeah.
What else has Gavin been in trouble? Was he with you at CIS?
Yeah, that was the big thing that we got in trouble for.
What else has he been in trouble for?
Before we started, I guess, becoming buddy-buddy and getting so close, I believe he got in trouble for vandalizing cars. I believe.
I see a theme.
You guys can't do this anymore because everybody has cameras. People in their homes have cameras and
Yeah.
businesses, and I'll let you go buy them at Walmart. Buy them at the little liquidation store down the street on Johnson. Has them cheap. Everybody has camera systems.
Are we keeping you from doing something? We're just bullshitting now.
No, yeah. I guess I'm just kind of trying not to go home at this point.
Oh, you don't want to go home?
Tell you what, you're 18. I'm not calling your parents out much.
No, I'm
You're
gonna talk to them about it. It's just putting it off.
Does your dad work?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does computer engineering, so he works from home.
Oh, that's no good.
For me sometimes,
Was he
but he
doing
loves
what
it.
kind of programming for businesses or something? Or
No, he works with like security, so he'll help code their I guess defenses.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, I'm not that smart with it.
There's money there.
Oh yeah.
Your dad does stuff with security.
Look at that.
Huh.
Apple doesn't fall far.
No, did your dad do bad things as a kid?
No,
No.
he was actually really good about not doing that.
I'm just curious, maybe he, dabbled in the dark side for a little while and then went,
Maybe.
oh, let's go the opposite extreme, right? No?
No.
Probably not. How about your mom? You had to have gotten this from somewhere.
I don't know. I think I'm just a weird guy.
When did Gavin break up with his girlfriend? When was that?
We were talking about it last night. It was pretty recent, like I'd say a week. Not sure though.
How long were they going? Oh,
It was real brief,
okay.
like maybe a month.
Can you see what happened?
He just didn't really like her.
I don't know if that might be reason why he released some anger, released some energy last night.
I mean, maybe. We don't get, I guess, down and talking about her emotions or whatever, so I don't really know.
Not a guy thing.
Yeah.
No. Talk about a little bit.
What do you guys think about, do you have any prejudice towards gay people?
No.
Just Gavin.
Nothing. No.
No reason that either of you would reach out or try and victimize somebody that's
No.
homosexual?
Absolutely not.
No?
Was the guy who owned the trailer gay?
No. No, it's one of the other friends in the area.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm asking.
Crazy things happen, yeah.
Just thought this was turned into like a hate crime.
I would hope not.
Yeah, that was not at all what it was.
Yeah. Well, you know, topics like that you kind of have to dance around a little bit, and sometimes it's hard just to come forward. I mean,
Yeah.
are you gay?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's a piece that we looked at, you know, because one of our victims, you know, but was he victimized that way? I don't know.
Okay.
You know, it could have no relevance to it at all, but
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know. I can't think of anything else. You might have to go home with.
I know.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, sister.
Do you like her?
Mm.
Is she at home still?
No, she's. I don't even know. She moved. I haven't been to her new house. I don't even know her address.
In town here?
No, next to Rittman somewhere.
Okay. One of those little put-on towns.
Kind of. I haven't even been up there yet.
Closer to your mom, though?
Yeah, I want to say like maybe 10 minutes away.
Maybe Creston or Sterling or something?
Preston's probably it.
Creston?
Probably. God, I'm such a bad brother. Sorry.
You drive, right?
Yeah.
And Gavin drives.
Mhm.
You could go visit her.
I could. She's probably working though.
Where's she work?
I do not know. She quit Pizza Hut too.
Man, you are a good brother. I know.
I'm slipping.
Does she have any children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two.
Okay, well, at least you know that.
Yeah,
You know your nephew's name, but it's me. That is good. That is good. Is she together with his dad?
That's a mess. There's two different guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole mess.
That's another story.
Yeah.
Ugh. Do I know the dad?
Probably. Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the true father, but that's the one that's around the most.
He calls him dad.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm actually pretty sure Sabrina made it clear that she doesn't want that. It'll be or whatever the nickname may be. But no, there's no dad names.
It's his real dad. Oh. Mary Mosher's son.
Yeah.
That's a slippery slope, man.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. She's had her problems. I mean, my God, she stepped up from how it used to be, but
I think we used to have problems with her being unruly. We were at your house a lot, maybe, if I remember correctly.
yeah, pretty often.
She was a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Gave your dad a run for his money.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's doing better.
Yeah. Yeah, she's doing better. She's working and whatnot. Got her own place.
That's good. That's really good. Well, I'm going to have to get back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go home. It is what it is, man, okay? We'll call you. We're not going to come kicking in your door and
Right on.
screaming, okay? We'll just call you and say, hey, this is what this came out to be. You know,
Okay.
come here and take care of it. That's the way we'll handle it. If
Okay.
you know, you're cooperative, you were honest with me, you know.
And if there's more that needs to be talked about,
Call me.
I'll call you, you call me, whatever. I want this to go smoothly.
Yep. I would rather just take care of everything now. So if there's
Okay.
something else that happened, you're just queasy about telling me about it.
Or you know about something else.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. The damage is going to have to be paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, other than that, no persons were harmed. So if you know about any of those other crimes that are obviously a lot more serious than, what you guys were up to, I would definitely make it known that you were helpful in another investigation. I can't make you any promises that I can't do that, but if you had information about a more serious crime, I would definitely make sure they knew that you were helpful in that situation.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't often offer that to people, but I appreciate you being honest with me about what you guys were doing out there and who was involved and stuff. Fair enough?
yep.
I generally work Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Generally. Stuff changes from time to time, and I'm not always at my desk. Sometimes I'm in Cleveland, sometimes I'm in Akron,
Oh,
at
okay.
court. I travel a lot. Most investigations that come to us are going to take us outside the city.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you might just have to leave me a voicemail. So if you call me at 2 a.m., you're not waking anybody up. You can leave me a voicemail and say, this is a good time to call me back. I need to talk to you. Okay? Fair enough?
Absolutely.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't believe so. What's the, I know I keep asking about time, but how long do you think until I hear about it, that things are in process?
Maybe by the end of next week, you think? You think the IT guy can get stuff squared away by then? Yeah. He's good with the IT guy. He's pretty tight with him, so he can probably help expedite the situation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
And we're good to go then, once we get all that done. That's what will be time-consuming thing, And if you change your mind and you want to say just do it, we have a form that you just sign saying, give you guys permission, that's fine too.
Okay.
No, don't feel pressured at all. I'm
No,
okay with
and
the process.
I'm pretty sure on my no answer with that. I just can't help me.
That's all right. I understand. Absolutely. All right.
Before you go, is there anything else we should know though?
I honestly do not believe so. I think I said everything. And I have a card to call.
Yeah.
Remember.
Do you know how to get out of here, or do you need somebody walking?
I'll
Yeah,
get down
that
there.
would be great.
Okay. All right. I don't want you to get turned around here.
Well, you have a good day.
All right. Thank you. It was nice meeting you. Remember my voice. That time you have something that's weighing, you say, I'm going to get in trouble. Remember this irritating voice.
After Braden is released, investigators turn their attention to his best friend, Gavin Ramsey. 4 days later, Braden hears police have made an arrest in the case. He rushes back to the station, telling officers he has important information they need to hear.
Obviously you're here,
Mm-hmm.
of your own free will.
Yeah.
You're not in a rush, not being charged or anything like that. You want to talk to us, is that correct?
Absolutely.
What do you want to talk about?
The Douglas murder, I forget her last name, I'm sorry. It hasn't, not that I've seen, the name hasn't been released on who the suspect in custody is, but I'm pretty sure who it is. My best friend, Gavin Ramsey.
Why do you think that?
We got in trouble, the other day, and it just matched, I guess, what we were doing and then what the suspect also did in the past, and it's hard to, I guess, say exactly, but it's pretty obvious it's him.
Why?
Things that we did in the past,
Meaning what?
I guess I keep saying couple days ago, I talked to Detective Chimenos, or...
Okay, I understand you guys tried to break into a church and break into a trailer a couple days ago. Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yeah, and then...
you broke into some cars before?
No.
Okay, go on.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, and it said that the suspect was involved with that too, which is how I can kind of correlate the two together. And then from things of like talking in person with him, he's brought it up before.
What do you mean you brought it up before?
I took it as a joke before, which I see that was not the way to handle that. He told me that he did it.
You gotta explain.
I know, I'm sorry.
Right now, I know you're nervous.
Yeah.
So right now you're telling me stuff that don't make any sense.
I know, I'm sorry.
So, how about this? Just relax. What did he tell you he did?
I can't say when for sure. I don't remember. We were talking in person. It's not written out in text messages or anything. He brought it up that a lady was killed like 5 houses down from where he lived and how crazy it was. And, you know, we're talking about that. And what I took it as a joke said that he actually did it. And I'm very sorry I took it as a joke.
So how do you think? He just told you, he just brought the fact that a lady was killed 5 doors down?
Yeah,
And you were trying to say you were joking and just said, you probably did it? Did he tell you he did it?
I can't remember the exact conversation because it wasn't that big of a deal at the moment. I didn't think that was him. He brought it up that it happened. I saw it on a Snapchat story. It was a picture of the cops in front of the house investigating for the initial response or whatever. He said, someone got killed 5 houses down. This is crazy. Like, that is crazy. And then he told me that he had several people ask him if he's the one who did it. And, haha, LOL. I had like 7 people ask me if I did it. I'm like, yeah, that's funny. He's like, well, I kind of did it. And I believe this is actually in my phone. I don't remember if it was Snapchat or text, so if it could be looked at, I'm not sure of. But yeah, I believe he said the words exactly, I did that, and it was one of those, like, you play it off as saying it was a joke, just to kind of see how, I guess, people would react to it. And I reacted. I still thought it was a joke, but I still showed that, you know, that's not cool. That's not okay. It's not me, I guess.
So you're saying in the Snapchat or text, he told you he did it?
I believe so. I'm almost positive because that's where I saw it was his story. So I'm assuming I would have texted him on Snapchat about it, and that's when he would have said it.
So that was after what he basically sent a text Snapchat saying, a bunch of people asked me if I did it. Ha ha, LOL. I did it.
Pretty much. I mean, again, I don't want to say exact. I mean, I'm all flustered right now. I'm sure I'll get details twisted every now and again. He's brought it up in the past that he's wanted to kill somebody.
You've mentioned to use a conversation?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe that's on text at all.
Like how we said.
Say that again.
How would we say?
We get into, I guess, we got into deep conversations because he has, I guess, real bad psychological problems. It's very obvious. And I've tried to help him several times. I mean, I still was. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Like, did you believe him when he said when that guy, I mean, did you say like, oh man, I'm so mad I can kill somebody, or was he just saying like a deep conversation, like what would it be like or something?
It's both. We are very humorous people. Would you rather be sad or laugh all day? We would choose laughing. So we're always joking around. So he would bring that up, we'd throw a couple jokes, and that's that. And then we would get into serious, deep conversations about, I guess, how he's feeling inside, if he's happy or not. And he would tell me that he just feels empty. I'm sorry.
You're fine, man.
I didn't know he could do that.
What makes you think it's him?
Because he's brought it up before, it's not like, when I saw it in the news and I figured it was him, it wasn't. Then I decided, I knew for a long time he had severe problems, and I couldn't help him with it, and depression medication that he was on wasn't helping, but he wasn't saying anything about it. Neither did I.
Did he ever tell you? You guys have any conversation maybe when you guys started breaking into that place over there that he did? Did he tell you he actually?
Say that again, I'm
sorry. Did he actually personally tell you that he killed Miss Beverly? Mind you, you're not a psychopath.
No,
Did he tell you?
No, and I want to make it clear I'm here to help.
No,
I'm not on his side.
Yeah. Did he ever tell you he did do it? Did he say yeah, I killed her?
Yes. I believe on Snapchat. Again, I don't.
He didn't tell you in person, like in conversation, you guys were just talking, he just I did it.
In person, I'm sure we brought it up again and talked about it in person, but I don't want to say he physically admitted to me then. But on Snapchat, I am almost 100% guaranteed that he said, yes, I did that, or I did kill her. There is a strict confession right there. I'm sorry if I'm being very confusing.
No, you're perfectly fine. My job is to take all the little thoughts you have and put them in order, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Has he ever mentioned about, like you said, he talked before, like, has he ever mentioned specifically, like, any time, like, like, when you make comments about wanting to kill somebody, not like in anger, just like, it's just thoughts of something you just wanted to do?
Yes, that was.
How would he say that? How would he say that?
See, and that's where it kind of gets a little confusing, because he wouldn't just walk up to me and say, hey, I did this. We slowly coasted into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's normally starting like, how are you feeling with your medication? And how's that treating you? Not working. How are you feeling inside? Still feeling empty, this and that. And I try to help a lot. And, it slowly coasted into it. No, dude, I just feel empty. Or I could easily kill anybody and have no remorse. And he was very serious about that, to the point where I felt uncomfortable talking to him. But I didn't. He's 17. I didn't think he could do it. I didn't say anything.
Like, how long ago would you say he said something like this?
Days, weeks, months.
Was it like a
complete
different times you make the same comment?
Yes, I can't say exactly when it started, because it kind of slowly coasted into that, but it started months ago, to where he was saying how empty inside he felt, and he didn't have any remorse for anything. He just didn't care.
Do you think you'd tell anybody else?
I don't. thought I was his best friend.
Maybe, how about, let's take us back to like last week. Can you remember a time during last week that you and him may have just been hanging out? Maybe you deep talks or thoughts, and he would just say anything about it or anything like that?
Yeah, going back to breaking into cars, and I forget the detective's name, but she brought up to me that houses were being broken into too. And he said in the past on how he's always wanted to do that. I believe that's, no, I actually don't believe it's on text. I'm not sure.
So he's told you before, he just told everybody he was going to break into a house.
Yeah, and he's asked me if I wanted to a few times. It wasn't just a one and done kind of thing. He brings it up several times. And when he started asking me how I felt about murdering somebody, I told him that was horrible.
So he asked you how you feel about it?
Yeah, and I told him it was horrible, and I think that's why he never told me what he did.
Do you think that's why he never told you about this, because you feel bad about it?
I think he didn't tell me because he knew I'd be sitting right here.
Do you think and this is, you know him, do you think he could do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he would do it?
Yes. Without a second thought.
Did he act, when you guys were breaking into the trailer stuff, did he act strange that night?
He was acting strange ever since the murder.
When was that?
I don't remember. I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago.
So ever since he told you, like,
Ever since I saw it on his story. His
story on
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay. So Gavin's been acting strange since
Yes.
he saw it. And what's the story you keep talking about?
Oh,
Or when you just talking about the woman dead in his neighborhood?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I saw it on Snapchat, and God, I'm sorry. I just keep losing my train of thought.
So he posted some type of story on Snapchat?
Yes, he had the exact picture was from his bedroom window, looking at the house with cops swarming the place, saying that someone just died or was murdered 5 houses down from me.
So it's from Gavin's house?
Yes.
Or the front of the other house?
Say that again?
Yeah, it was from Gavin's to the front of the other house?
Yes, yes. And he told me, I don't remember if it was literally the night before or if it was a couple nights before. It was so long ago, I didn't think it was this important. He told me he had to do something. And he couldn't talk to me for the next couple hours because he had to, prove something to himself.
Okay, so did he tell you that in person or through message or what?
That was through Snapchat. I remember that specifically. It was through pictures. We weren't even, you can choose to text or send pictures through Snapchat, and we were doing the picture way. And I remember it so clear. It was just a picture of his face. It was super late. It was 1 in the morning, and he was all dressed like he was leaving. And he was telling me how he had to go prove something to himself. And I told him I understand. And to go do what makes him happy.
Say he told you he had to go prove something to himself, and then he would be able to chat for a couple hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he told me that he had to go do something that I guess couldn't be a part of or know anything about. He wouldn't tell me anything. And that was very strange because he tells me everything. And then he left, and it was 1 in the morning, and I don't believe I got a Snapchat from him until about 5 in the morning. And I'm sure that was a school night. I'm not sure.
So you're saying on a weekday? Was it like the week you guys were on spring break?
I want to say we were, just because I feel like we weren't. I didn't like have to wake up and go do anything. Like, I can't remember though. Again, I didn't think it was gonna be a real thing.
No, I understand. Do you remember when you sent pictures of him like dressed in his house? Do you remember what he was wearing?
It was I believe it was his black sweatshirt.
That you could see.
Yeah, because it's just like his chest up that we sent pictures.
What when you thought about that? What would you think he was just gonna go out and do?
I had no idea. I tried to figure out because I was so confused. And he's brought up before on, him wanting to kill people and him breaking into cars and wanting to break into a house. And I just wanted to know what he was doing, and he wouldn't tell me.
Isn't that strange?
And that was really strange. He normally asks me to go do stuff with him, not just tell me I'll see you in a couple hours.
So does he usually ask you to go break into cars and stuff with him?
But he said it several times.
Okay. When he came back, around 5 o'clock, did you remember? Did he say anything to you? Did he say anything to you?
No, I believe it was some dumbass good night Snapchat, like, hey dude, good night, I'm going to bed or something. And then I just chalked it up to him. He didn't end up doing anything, and he just wanted to admit it to himself. And maybe I was wrong.
Is that a picture or a message?
That is a picture. Most, if not all, of our conversation normally happens on Snapchat. It's just quick, simple, convenient.
And all this was led you to believe?
Yeah, I know that who's in custody right now. There's nobody else that fits the description. 17-year-old, 11th grader, breaking into cars and breaking into a trailer. And it's him. I know it is.
You ever Snapchat pictures of like just a dead person in general?
No.
No, not like that.
No, and as morbid and as awful as this to say, I kind of expected it eventually, and I never ever had intentions of being on his side for something like this, and I made that clear to him that I wouldn't be, and I think that's why he never did.
So you've been kind of expecting him to maybe actually kill somebody.
No, I wouldn't say kill, or that's pretty extreme. I didn't think he was capable of that, but I knew he had severe psychological problems, and something was, I guess, about to snap. Another thing I wanted to bring up, I know I have my own problems going on right now, and you guys have custody of my phone, and I said no to the search warrant on it, or giving permission to go through it.
Is that, I mean, why didn't you want them to go through it? I mean, when they said, you gave them the pattern code on, they said, yeah, go through it, do whatever. I mean, you're breaking the cars repaired.
I wasn't breaking the car.
Or, over that trailer and stuff, that's all you were just wanting to hide?
No, I wasn't hiding anything.
How come you didn't want to just let them go through your phone?
Would you let a stranger go through yours?
I wouldn't let you go through mine. Please ask me to go through mine, I'd say, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I'm looking at it, it's for a legal reason, we're not gonna share
That's
it.
fair, and at the time, I didn't think this was a murder case.
But take the murder out of it. Why didn't you think
Well,
you didn't know about it?
Because that would just further incriminate myself, and
That was your concern, you just didn't want to incriminate yourself any further? Because you were scared for yourself?
yeah, I mean, I didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't want people going through my phone and then pull up something from like 8 years ago, and then I get in trouble.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I didn't,
Let me ask you this.
okay.
That ain't really changed anything.
Yeah.
I know you broke into other cars. I know you broke into other things besides that night. I know you have. I'm not concerned. We have bigger fish to fry.
Yes, and that's why I'm here.
And I appreciate that. That's all I'm saying. When you guys are out doing this stuff, is that when you guys would have your conversations? Or was it, when did you guys have
No.
personal dark conversations?
Middle of the day, come over after school, or
Hang out.
before he goes to work, or when he gets off work, stuff like that. Just real casual, I guess, hanging out conversations that would lead into that.
How did you feel knowing he was talking about killing all the time, or just wanting to? How did you make you feel?
Horrible. Gavin was my best. He is my best friend, and he's a murderer. It made me feel awful, because I felt like I was, I don't know what the word is. I guess, Liam, to think it was okay.
Let me ask you this. Did you help him in any way?
No, absolutely. I'm not a murderer.
Do you know if that be asked, right?
Yes. My DNA's in the system. It should come back. I'm not a murderer.
I don't think you are.
Oh my God, this is awful.
But he just never let you know what he actually did.
No, not in a serious tone.
Like he never came to you and said, "Do that."
Yeah, it was nothing like he was coming to admit to me, like pour his heart out. It was never like that.
You're just putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and then based on the Snapchat message and stuff, that he did it.
Yeah, it's a mixture of me just, observing and seeing that way. It's a mixture of him telling me some things and then just him getting in trouble, and I don't know, kind of mashing it all together.
You ever like Google stuff about death or anything like that, or look up?
Say that again.
Would you ever know to look up stuff about death or anything?
Him? Oh, I have no idea.
Like there was a notebook like in his room, like books about.
Yes. Okay. I completely forgot. It was back on Snapchat. He was telling me. I write music. It's just one of those dumb things that I do. So when we were Snapchatting him, I sent him a picture of that, and I told him, I was just writing, chilling out, and he sent me back another picture of writing too, and he was telling me he was doing reports about a serial killer, like a school essay. And I don't remember if they were videos or pictures, but either way, it was of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't, read what was actually wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I thought. I didn't think it was that. I mean, who does that?
Do you think was he just writing about it, or do you think he actually had a report doing school and he just wanted to do it on a serial killer?
I highly doubt it. It's possible.
You think he was just interested in him?
I think he was just very interested. Again, it's possible, though, that it was for school, and I'm just taking it in the worst way possible. but notebook-wise, I believe that's the only thing he told me about.
But do you think he's the type that would tell anybody else about what he would do?
No, but a girl in my class, Haley, told me that Gavin told her while they were at work at Marie's that he was going to run because he didn't want to spend years in prison. And this happened, I think, just the day after we got yelled at for being on a roof. And I was so confused, and I didn't know why he was going to run. And just made my heart twist. I thought he would tell me.
Who's Haley?
I really don't want her brought into this. Okay.
I was just saying, no.
Okay. I don't. She's stressed out enough. She doesn't need this.
Did he ever tell you about the incident where he took a car?
He took a car?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that was him. I thought it was somebody else. What else did he do?
Breaks in cars. Did you ever keep any breaks in the cars? Did you ever keep anything? Or when you guys take stuff, what do you kind of take? Change, money?
I didn't take anything. I didn't do it.
No, usually, have you ever been out with him when he breaks in the cars?
No.
No. This was just your first time with the trailer and at the church?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you go with that?
We've gone out before, not to go break into stuff. I don't even know where that came from. It just, we did.
I know, it's just something.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. But we've gone out before just to hang out, past curfew. We're dumb kids. We're being cool. So it wasn't abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
But then once we got out there, it just started telling me about cars that he was breaking into and wallets that he was taking.
What were you doing with that stuff, like walls?
Say that again.
Will you tell you when he took stuff from cars? Did he tell you what he did with them or anything?
It was mainly a money thing, is what he led me to believe.
Okay.
It was strictly, I'm getting cash. And, I'm trying to think when this happened. I honestly do not remember. It could have been 2 weeks ago or a month ago. He showed me a wallet that he apparently stole.
What color was it?
Brown. I believe it was a leather, maybe a pleather. And he showed me it, and
How long ago was that?
it was a little while, I want to say between 2 weeks to a month ago. I don't remember. I mean, there's so many things at this point, it's hard to pinpoint. But he showed me the wallet, and the fucking cash inside had blood on it. And I didn't know why, but I didn't ask. And maybe that was her wallet.
And that was sometime between now and, say, within the last month?
Yeah, that's a way better description. Between now and
And did he tell you where he got that from?
he just said he stole it. Maybe he said that he took it from a car. I just know that he said he stole it. It was not his.
And it was brown?
Yes.
So your man's wallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a bifold.
Anything else you can think of?
I'm trying to think. I want to be as helpful as I can.
No, I understand. making me.
Yeah, it's making me shake. Give me 1 second.
You're fine. Just take a deep breath, relax.
I honestly can't. Nothing that would help. I guess. Yeah. The only thing else I can add is if you guys need to look at my phone to help. Pin that monster. Absolutely. I will sign it right now.
I think they did already do your phone.
Okay.
They already downloaded everything,
Okay.
and you're finishing it up, and then we'll be getting it back to you.
Okay.
There's nothing on your phone that's gonna jam you up that you don't wanna come forward about now, is there?
No, I didn't want my phone going through, and now I have a text on there from a murderer. I've been best friends with him for years.
Were you at school today?
Yeah.
How's it getting around school?
That's actually how I started noticing that a kid got picked up for the murder. Hayden came up to me and asked me, where's Gavin? Because she works with him, so they're pretty close. I'm like, I have no idea, I'm in trouble. Cops got my phone, I can't even talk to him. And she's like, yeah, I know, he hasn't been to school all week. I'm like, really? His mom wouldn't let him do that, because he's got a nice family.
Yeah, he does.
Like, ridiculous. And it didn't make sense. I'm like, his mom wouldn't let him do that. And she's like, well, he told me he was going to run. Again, that didn't make sense either. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought.
You're fine.
I go on these tangents.
You're fine. Well, here's what I just, you know how to get a hold of us, right? Get a card from the detection.
Yeah, I brought it in. Yeah.
If you're just out and about, or you're just know what you're thinking. If something else just pops in your mind, just give us a call.
Okay.
And just say, hey, I thought of something else. And I appreciate you coming and telling me everything you did to tell me.
Yes, you call me if you have any questions.
I definitely will.
I want to be as helpful as I can.
And we appreciate that, okay? That's huge. And you even coming forward, I know you're dealing with your own stuff with that, but that helps in this matter, believe it or not. It helps in that matter. Any help you can give us, we put forward how you were helpful, and we'll make sure that it's spoke up for you with your situation, okay?
Okay.
All right, brother.
Yeah. I know.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Gavin Ramsey was convicted of murder, aggravated murder, kidnapping, gross abuse of a corpse, and aggravated burglary. He was sentenced to life without parole. Braden Gaspaka was not convicted of any crime connected to the murder of Margaret Douglas.